I honestly think fire was a lot worse for my opponent than for me. Now, Mustangs do come out, but also hackers. And since all of the chaff is being burnt, I actually opt for the hackers. Or, well, the single high-level hacker. Like this board is... He has a lot of chaff, but it's being burned somewhat quickly. And I think that should do well. These Wraiths have now area specialization and mech rage. But I'm still thinking that carry Wasps are not countered that well. My opponent does drop Mustangs here. I was really surprised he did that. I think in chat he explained that since he was lacking chaff on the outside and he was basically being gifted it on a silver platter, he was going for that. He also adds range, of course. I do add some oil, because I need to fix the chaff problem quicker on the side with the hacker. Then the hacker will find a lot more value. He levels the crawlers, which I think is a good move if there's fire. Once the crawlers hit like level 3 or 4, they will reliably go through fire. There's range on the hacker now. And I add some additional hackers. Basically, I'm playing Vulcan Marksman and Hacker Typhoon at the same time, it feels like. This lands, and these Mustangs are going into the fire. Not all of them by the looks of it. Well, actually, yes, all of them. So they have been thoroughly neutralized. As you can see, the level chaff is actually pushing through the fire a good amount. The hacker is finally finding a good target. It instantly, or almost instantly hacks that Vulcan. Finally, I have the Typhoons shoot the Wasps, and honestly, I'm not impressed. I have to say, I am not impressed. There isn't enough marksmen here and that tower falls. So at the end of the day, my opponent still takes the round, and it's looking like a classic carry wasp game, where the opponent's carry wasps just out everything your carry wasps. It is very unfortunate that he has double range carry wasps, and they are starting to hit insane levels. Smoke, I took the smoke. I think my opponent skipped. Yeah, the mobile beacon is from his tower, so none of this is sport. I think he skipped the last one. Oh no, he's not even done choosing. I kinda don't really recognize this here. He's still thinking. Ah, super heavy armor. I also go for fire now because I'm thinking everything needs to burn. And I want to somewhat rely on the hackers hacking units so that the wasps have targets. And I can just focus on these marksmen with now range. I think that was in the last round as well. Putting an end to the wasps. In addition to the Typhoons. But I'm really not impressed with the Typhoons, to be honest. Not into this high level wasps. If these were like level 4 Typhoons, I think they would have performed a whole lot better. In any case, smoke, unless my opponent still does something, is going to go down. I do add on my temporary upgrades here. He adds on, full upgrades here. Smoke here completely uncontested. That is important to note. Chaff being burnt to a crisp. Additional hackers have come down, by the way. Fire burning everything. So we'll see what really happens here. This one gets hacked but instantly gets destroyed. This one gets hacked and also instantly gets destroyed. Finally the Typhoons are on the Wasp, but I'm not sure if they even managed to kill any significant amount. But you can see that it's looking at least a tiny bit better than before. I'm not going to win this round either, but I am inching closer to solving a double super high level carry wasp problem, which in itself I think is amazing. Another missile strike coming out. I now have 2 missile strikes. And my opponent only has 1 mobile beacon. I opt for the weaker carry wasps because I expect my opponent to move the stronger carry wasps. I put double missiles here, which can definitely destroy these. And in the end, I think what I need right now is more hackers. That, I think at least, is what I need here. My opponent is putting some crawlers into the flank, which is something I hate to see, but it can't be helped, I guess. He wants to burn my stuff. Smoke here, horrible for him. I do level the Typhoons. They are starting to kill at least some Wasps, and that is giving a whole lot of XP. I'm not really sure. I think that is... These upgrades are a mistake, I think. I can understand the Mech Rage, so that they move faster through the fire. I don't think Impact Drill is worth it onto this board, honestly. It's just too expensive. In any case, my chaff here is burnt as alongside my opponent's chaff. There's a lot of fire on the board. I don't think the upgrade, I don't think the damage upgrade on the crawlers is worth it. Hackers finding good value. Hacking some decent units. I should probably get the enhanced control simply so that the HP are coming back. The Wasps here, I didn't pay attention, but he was only hit by one missile, it would seem. That said, you can see that marksmen have kind of reached the amount that they need to start competing with these carry wasps. Because there is really nothing much that can compete with carry wasps other than enough marksmen and phoenixes. Phoenixes is a little more scary, unless they have enough levels to outrange the wasps even with aerial specialist. Or the opponent just plain doesn't have aerial specialist. That is also possible. This is about the worst pick for both of us, I think. Melting points I can understand. Rhino probably just to sell. Fire badges would be a lot of HP in a way. I'm now staring into the face of almost in the next round with intensive training they will be level 9 double level 9 laser sight carry wasps, which is scary in case you don't know. I think I sold I sold one of the melting points. I want to keep the other melting point, but honestly I think I should have taken the Rhino. My opponent still is thinking. He's taking a very long time thinking, because I think he's actually surprised he lost the round. If you have two carry wasps of that caliber, I think you kind of expect to have every round should be a free win for you. That's what you would expect. I think I took the melting point because it's still able to do at least something. My opponent has gone into even more melters and added crawler production on them, and is also adding range. Which I think makes total sense in a war that is so abusive to chaff that basically nothing can even get through. I throw another shield my way. I didn't rapid resupply, but I did get both temporary upgrades. My opponent has not gotten any temporary upgrade as far as I can see. Now this turns out a lot like before. My own chaff is going to get burnt. None of them are going to make it out, but on this side it, for whatever reason, looked a lot better. So there still is, they can still absorb one shot. Additional crawlers come out, but I'm not sure how much they are even going to do against this amount of fire. Hackers are working overtime. But my own Vulcans kinda have disappeared. Wasps are being stolen. Not wasps. What's it called? I forgot. But in any case, this is looking like it's too much. I think the crawlers were enough, along with the melting points, to just finish me up here. That said, I think in general, like, I will not expect the opponent... Oops, I went back too fast there. I did not really, or I will not really expect opponents to get double laser-sighted carry wasps every game that I want to, or that I have to play against carry wasps. I never really want to play against carry wasps, but it often can't be helped. I think just talking pure strategy of how to do it, that was actually pretty good. Because I was able to, with the missile, or the missiles, granted, I was able to win one round against the carry wasps when they were really fat. And that makes me really happy, because I think that shows that you can still counter carry wasps with nothing but marksmen. It's better if the opponent doesn't have shields, or if you have double shot on the marksman. Both of the worst cases in that case applied here. But still, I definitely think that it was not a bad idea to go for the mass marksman. It's just that in the end, my opponent was doing the right thing, going into the melting points and going into the crawler production. I think all of the Vulcans had died by the time that the crawlers were coming out, and there was nothing left to tank in front. My hackers were not hacking the units that have HP and could have stalled the Wasps, and kinda everything went downhill from there, even with temporary upgrades. But honestly, I'm not sure if these temporary upgrades even made that much of a difference, to be honest. Still, I think the strategy works, especially if the opponent only has a single pack of carry wasps. Then mass marksmen should be able to beat them, and after they clean up the carry wasps, simply eradicate everything else that exists on the board. So, thank you for watching and listening, and until next time.